So obviously we don't see Juan out here. Can you kind of detail what happened to him and the severity of his now new absence?
Yeah, he just had a little reaction when he actually scored the goal. He had a reaction to a previous injury. We expect him back in the next 2 weeks. That's me being really positive. That's Juan sending really good messages, working really hard, and really disappointed because I thought in the first half against Vancouver, I thought he'd give us something really good. But also you look at Brandon's performance of the weekend, I thought he played his best performance for Portland at the weekend. So we've got competition for places, but we need all our players back, and one especially because he's had a stop-start probably 12 months, never mind the last 2 months.
Out of the stadium today for a training session, what are the differences between running a session here and back in Beaverton, aside from just the surface?
Yeah, well, I think we had a couple of players turn up at the training facility today, which is obviously typical football. They wake up and they go to what they know, and so turning up here today. We don't have the home comforts of the training facility of obviously the chefs and all that business, but when you come out onto the pitch, there definitely is a vibe, there definitely is an excitement, there's a real fun element to it, and you can see how all the players are on the pitch now. It brings back real special memories when this place is full, like Saturday. So we like to do that for the supporters, for the sponsors, and every now and again to change things up in life gives a little bit of freshness.
Jose Caicedo's looked pretty good through 2 games. Has something from him even surprised you so far? Like, you knew what you saw at Pumas, but what has he shown more in Portland?
I suppose physically is the one where he's not played a lot of football in the last 2 months, and to get through 2 games, intense games that were back and forth, I think shows the amount of work that he puts in. I don't think he's had a day off since he's come. He's coming on every day off. He recovers well, he eats well, he's a top professional, and I really believe we've got a top player in our central midfield.
And then next to him, what's sort of the challenge for Cole when he comes to a new team, he's out for a month, and then when he comes back, it's almost a new team again?
Yeah, I mean, when you join a new club, I think you want consistency in playing and consistency of training, and Cole's obviously consistency was broken with the injury, but maybe the injury just gave him a little bit of freshness, I thought, on Saturday. I just think he's a top MLS midfield player. He's going to get even better. We're going to challenge him even more. He's got a leadership role within the team. I'd say that the only negative I see looking at the videos after the game, he's probably one of the worst dancers I've ever seen in my life. So he got a bit of criticism for that in the dressing room today off of a few of the Colombians.
So you have all this great game on Saturday, right? How do you keep that momentum, but also keep the players in the present?
Well, I mean, in football, you've got to keep your feet on the ground. We didn't get too low with the defeats, and we're not going to get too high with the victories. And I think if you look at the next 7 games, 5 away from home, that is, just looking at the fixtures, is enough to keep you humble. And we've now got to turn it up. We've now got to turn up on the road. We've got to take our home comforts, everything that we love about playing at Providence, take it on the road and produce that level of performance. And I think if you look at the data from the game, we had 702 passes in the game, which is probably a record since I came to the club. The challenge is, how do we get 702 passes away from home? How do we control games of football away from home? How do we show the courage away from home? And we're going to have to over the next 5 out the next 7 games.
Is Velda... Oh, someone asked a question down there.
Sí, fue un partido grande para los aficionados. Para mí, el resultado más importante, porque los 3 puntos son muy difíciles en esta liga, especialmente con los equipos top como LAFC. Entonces es un partido donde sumamos 3 puntos. Tuvimos mucha confianza después del partido, y ahora necesitamos construir más confianza, más coraje para ganar más puntos. Los puntos en esta liga son difíciles. Entonces las próximas 3 partidos son afuera de casa, partidos difíciles, partidos donde necesitamos jugar al mismo del pasado partido.
¿Qué mensaje le puede dar a los aficionados que a pesar del mal momento que tuvo el equipo, siguen
Hemos visto el sábado contra el LAFC la importancia que nuestra afición. El estadio fue lleno, toda la gente vinieron aquí para apoyarnos. Y hasta el último minuto, cuando Kevin marcó un gol, todos los aficionados estuvieron en el estadio para apoyar. Para mí eso es un señal, para mí eso es muy importante para esta organización.
We've seen something a little bit different out of Velda in each game. How would you define his role, and is he one of the most free-range players that you've ever given control to?
Yeah, well, I think he's earned the right for that because of his performance. I think the more he keeps performing, the more he keeps delivering, the more you have them leads as a dog. That they're extendable, and when they're young, you keep the dog really close to you, and as the dog's getting more experience and he's getting more well behaved, you let the dog go a little bit further. And I think what you see a player playing full of confidence, with an arrogance, with an ego. And I remind him all the time. I think that his best season in his career has been in that right hand side position. So yeah, I think it's a lucky position for him. He's playing to a really high level, and we believe in him. We trust him, and I think the moment on Saturday, you think about moments that he's wanted to get up onto that log. That wasn't just spontaneous. That was planned. That was in his dream. That was, So and he now needs to keep kicking on because I think he could be a big player in this league.
And then one last one from me. You mentioned earlier how many passes the team had in the last game, but they still only managed 10 shots. They did achieve the level of control that I know you want to see from this team, but what do you think is the next step between getting that control and turning it into chances and shots?
Well, I think what the passes gives you control, and then the chances that we created were proper chances. You think about the chance, there's maybe a triple save here, where really good opportunities to score. Our chances are now becoming, you can look into XG and chances created. We have a lot of shots against us, but a lot of those shots are from outside the box. When you look at the actual chances that we created on Saturday, they were quality chances. And now we need to become more ruthless. I'm not a coach that just wants to be applauded for 702 passes. I want 3 points and I want to score goals. And I think we've got a team that now needs to become ruthless. The more confidence we get, the more ruthless we'll become.